Hi CRA, welcome to my crib. So come on through to the hallway. This is kind of where we dump our shoes, bags, coats, all sorts. This is probably my favourite thing in the house. This is like my dream hallway table, which I pinned on Pinterest many years ago. This was £200 from Facebook Marketplace. Loads of these little trinket things. These were from charity shops for like 50p. Got this thing, which I absolutely love. Literally £1 from the charity shop, obsessed with that. This little plant thing was like 50p from the car boot sale. This is also another one of my favourite pieces of furniture. We got this for £120 from an antique fair, and I think it just brings the whole room together. I love this room because it feels like it gives you a hug when you walk in, and that's what we wanted. Moving on to the hooks. These look a bit messy now because we've got all our coats and shoes, but just ignore that. This was £50 from Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so moving on, come into the lounge. I think this is obviously the biggest statement piece in the lounge. We've got the big settee sofa. This was actually free, 100% free. My biggest tip if you're buying a house is make sure you ask the previous owners what they're doing with their furniture. We asked, and the previous owners said that they were gonna chop this up and put it in the skip. So I basically asked if we could have it, and they said yes, which has obviously been a huge saving for us because we're first time buyers. This TV cabinet was actually £60 from my local charity shop. My mum sent me a picture of it and was like, do you like this? And I was like, yes. Sprinted to my car, went to the charity shop, hoped it was still there, and it was. And I Google reverse image searched it when I got home, and a website popped up. It was like this boutique, and it was originally about £450, which is crazy. Moving on round to the coffee table, which Thumbs is proudly displaying. We got this from Facebook Marketplace. This was £20, and we actually just like sanded down the top and repainted the legs. And I think that's a good point if you're shopping secondhand or in charity shops, that maybe you need to go in with a bit of an open mind, because you can actually DIY, refurbish bits and bobs to make them work for you, and obviously grab a bargain at the same time. So then on the coffee table, we've actually got this basket thing. This was £8 from an antique fair, and I actually got these in a little thrift bundle from my friend Penny. She put together a thrift bundle, and I got loads of like vintage matchboxes, and I absolutely loved them. She also popped me in this little candle holder, which I need to put a candle in. I actually got this mirror yesterday at the car boot sale for £10. It's one of them things what I'm actually not sure about, so maybe the viewers could let me know what they think of it. Maybe an arch mirror would be better, I don't know. But I think that's one of the benefits of shopping secondhand, is that you often grab bargains, so it doesn't matter if you're making a mistake as much. Whereas if I bought a mirror brand new, I might be spending, hundreds of pounds. Whereas this only cost me £10, so it doesn't matter too much if I don't like it and I decide to sell it on and get something else. Moving on this way, the story of this lamp is that I actually stole it from my mum's house with her permission. In fact, she actually gave it to us when we moved in. But she did say that she just lent it to us, so 10 months later I'm still waiting for her to ask for it back. She hasn't yet, and I'm hoping she never does, so let's hope she doesn't watch this and get reminded. These little nest of tables, these were from Facebook Marketplace for £60. We're not 100% sure on them, but again, they work for us for now, so until we find something we maybe like a bit more, we're just going to work with them. I keep saying that this is my favourite piece of furniture, but this might be up there. Top 3 favourite pieces of furniture is this like antique sideboard. This was £350 from Facebook Marketplace. It's so heavy, so getting it into the house was a mission. Like, I was literally heavy lifting, it was horrible. But yeah, I absolutely love it. This is where I store Christmas presents that I find in charity shops, car boot sales, anything that I think might work as a present for someone, I store it in here. So when it gets to their birthday or Christmas, I'm very organised. organised. This little twig plant, which my boyfriend doesn't like, I love it. I think it matches the room. I paid £1 for this at the car boot sale, so I don't think you can go wrong with that. Again, another one of my favourite pieces of furniture is this like farmhouse wooden style stool. This was actually £5 from a charity shop. So definitely one of my favourite bargains that we have in this house. Okay, so let's move back through the hallway and move into like the kitchen / lounge fireplace area. So, oh God, I'm gonna say it again, but this is probably one of my favourite pieces of furniture. We got this farmhouse style table from Facebook Marketplace for £150. My boyfriend did have to drive about 3 hours to go and pick it up, but it's worth it, I think. Sat at home on the sofa. But yeah, it came with all the chairs, the bench, and yeah, we absolutely love it. I think it does potentially need sanding down and a bit of repainting, but I think that's a job for future Becky. So some of these little trinkets were also from charity shops. This was from a charity shop. It's like a vintage, like beaded plant sort of thing. This was handmade by a guy. I got it from a car boot sale. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. So talented. Ooh, this little photo frame was from a charity shop. I literally paid 50p for it. It's Laura Ashley Home, and yeah, I just stuck a little Polaroid in it. I think it looks really nice on this shelf. Oh, also, moving on down here, our log basket. This was from a charity shop as well. I can't remember how much we paid for it, but yeah, I absolutely love it. It works perfectly to store all our logs in the log burner. So we've got some more trinkets on this shelf. Some of these were also from a charity shop, but some of them, a very unique story was that we actually went into our loft and found this little set. It's really, really cute. I think it's from like the 1970s, maybe earlier. Yeah, it was just hiding in our loft amongst other random things. We decided to keep it. It's a little piece of history for the house, and I think it looks quite nice. These little trinket plant type things, these were 50p from a charity shop. I feel like 50p is such a bargain just to fill up space. So I love this little centerpiece on our island. This was actually from a like ceramic outlet shop. They basically sell like seconds or extra pieces of ceramic that don't get sold in the proper shops for a discounted price, and they actually do pay whatever it weighs. So a lot of our like mugs, the butter dish that we have over here. This little egg holder was 50p from the car boot. I love that. Probably one of my favourite finds ever was an entire Le Creuset orange, volcanic orange set. This was £25 from the antique fair. We got such a bargain, but it was really stressful because the pots and pans were quite enamelled, so I did have to put in an extra shift scrubbing them, and it still never came up like completely clean, but we got an absolute bargain, so I don't mind. And this little kettle always looks really nice on display as well. So in true cottage style, I also got some like wooden chopping boards. These are from the antique fair as well. I think I paid like £10 for them. And I also got a present when we moved into this house, and it came with a ribbon that says like home sweet home. So I thought I'd just reuse it and tie it on here, and I think it looks okay. So this mug tree was actually £1 from the car boot sale, and I think it matches the kitchen perfectly, so I'm really glad I picked that up. So we also picked up these two bar stools from Facebook Marketplace. These were £20 for both of them. So I also got a gift from my friends for Christmas. They picked this up from the charity shop, and I think it matches the kitchen perfectly, and it's probably one of my favourite gifts I've ever received. We just hook it on there, and I think it looks quite nice. So this section is very much a work in progress. We're not sure what to do with it, so if anyone has any advice or recommendations, then please let me know. Now it's time to head up the stairs, so let's go. Okay, so now we're at the top of the stairs, and if you look up, you'll see a £3 chandelier that I got from the car boot sale. It is missing a few bulbs, but let's just look past that for now. It's very much a work in progress. I also picked up this picture from the car boot. This was £5, and it has divided opinions, so let me know in the comments if you like it or if you hate it. I think it looks quite nice, and I prefer it to nothing being there, so it's gonna stay there for the time being. Moving on into the bathroom, come on in. I love this room. I have many baths in here. I absolutely love it. This shelf was actually £1 from the car boot sale, and then we just added a bunch of like lemon yellow decor. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. We actually bought a huge pallet from a local auction house, and they had tons of these like fake plants in there, so we actually ended up keeping one for ourselves. And we popped it in the bathroom and I quite like it. I think good old Wallace and Gromit. This is an old like bath and shower gel. It still smells quite nice. It doesn't smell too mouldy, but we've left it here for decoration because I think he looks so cute. This was £1 from the car boot sale. So these lights actually retail for £60 each, but I found them on Vinted for £20 for both of them. So I got a really good deal. They were brand new. Yeah, I think they match the bathroom perfectly, so I'm very happy with them. So we're actually in the shower now, and this little basket was £1 from the charity shop. It was brand new, and I think it matches the shower perfectly. It kind of looks like it was meant to be here. And now we have somewhere to store our shampoo and conditioner. So this is our bedroom. The light fitting was actually from a charity shop. I paid £20 for it. And I actually had to buy extra ones from Facebook Marketplace, and they cost me £65, so that was definitely a bargain for £20. I also put together a gallery wall. I'm quite proud of this. These two were from Facebook Marketplace, and then a couple of the smaller ones were actually 50p from a charity shop, and this was also 50p from a charity shop as well. But yeah, I really like how this looks. I've always wanted a gallery wall, and I think it's quite nice that these are all vintage pieces as well. So I've actually been really lazy and not taking the charity shop tag off of these lampshades. These were £5 for the pair. Yeah, I really like these. I think they're really cute and dainty, and they match the light fitting as well. Okay, so this is the newest room in the house. We've only just finished painting this, and it's very much a work in progress, but this is going to be the foster cat room / the spare bedroom if guests ever come to stay. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess right now, but hopefully we'll be able to furnish it soon with lots of bits from the charity shop. So I actually picked up this table. This is like a refurbished singer table. I got it for £80 from the car boot sale, and I absolutely love it. I also picked up from the same car boot this like post office little box. This was £8. So moving on through, this is the Becky's Bazaar studio / office. This is where I sell all my clothes and do all my whatnot shows. So yeah, we've got tons of secondhand clothes. This was actually from a charity shop for £2. This is a t-shirt from 1990. I absolutely love this. And yeah, we've got loads of jelly cats. I actually found a jelly cat in a charity shop the other day for £3, which is such a bargain. This is actually a cube made out of denim, and I got it from the car boot sale. Pretty sure it was about £5 or something like that, but it works quite well as like a seat for when I'm doing admin tasks and replying to emails and all sorts of boring stuff like that. So quite a lot of my M&M collection was actually from the car boots and the charity shops. I think I paid like 50p and £1 before in charity shops in those little rummage bins. Yeah, I always get really excited when I find an M&M.
That's it for this pre-loved house tour. Huge thank you to Becky for showing us around her incredible home. It's so clear to us that secondhand is the best way to style your space. Sure, you might have to hunt a little longer, but these finds speak for themselves.